Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and Happy New Year. This is
Happy New
our
Year.
first episode of 2026, and you are here for the next 15, Irfan Khan and Joseph Di Virgilio.
For those who don't know me, I'm a 25-year veteran on Wall Street. I'm a hedge fund manager, credited for launching the very first sustainability-focused hedge fund in history back in 2004. The statistic of the week, Irfan, do you know which one that is?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well,
Enlighten us.
although it's widely cited and although informal, a statistic in trading circles suggests that up to a staggering 90% of traders lose 90% of their initial capital within their first, you guess it, 90 days.
What does that like?
So this highlights the high risks and steep learning curve for new investors.
That's true. That's very true.
And, I guess that is part of the reason for which we're here as well, right?
To try to help people, yes, that's absolutely right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we've had more than 1 week of trading in the new year. What do you have for us, Joe?
Yeah, so the U.S. stock market finished the week of January 5th at new highs. Also, the Dow Jones did the same thing. On January 9th, they both closed at new highs, more or less around that. It was a broad-based rally, but there was a noticeable rotation out of large cap or the mega cap tech stocks into more cyclical sectors, some small caps, and also utilities. But to tell you the truth, the portfolio, my portfolio, has done actually quite well, and that's also probably because while it is mostly in tech, I'm not in the mega caps. Like I said in the past, I've never bought Nvidia. Nvidia was down last week. I'm in stocks that are large caps or mid caps, but not mega caps, and that's helped the portfolio. I will share a name, a stock that I like very much in my portfolio. Actually, all of them, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think each one of the stocks that we have mentioned has actually moved higher since we have this program on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, I can't remember, but most of them have, yes, absolutely.
I think Lumen is lagging a little bit, but it's still higher than, but Tempus, it's rocking. Tempus is rocking, and even more so the stock that I'm going to talk about at the end of the
We'll talk about Tempus. Okay.
Yeah, no, we talked about Tempus, but we're going to talk about another one. The other thing is, the latest economic data showed a fragile employment market. So while I saw in the past 3 or 4 months this no hire, no fire type of environment, it seems like there is a crippling unemployment rate. While it came down on Friday to 4.4% from 4.5%, we only added 50,000 jobs for the month of December, which is like very anemic, historically speaking. And GDP growth of 4.3%. That's obviously due to a bunch of other factors. For example, the tariffs and the front loading of products being imported before total impact from the tariffs. And so that 4.3% is going to be revised down in the coming months. So I'm not going to hold my breath at 4.3 or higher GDP going forward. It's just not going to happen. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
what did you think of Venezuela? Donald Trump.
Next question, please.
Oh God. Well, I'll tell you what I think. I don't know why. Well, first of all, he started with this thing it's about fentanyl, then it's about cocaine, and it was always about oil. That's all it was about. But it was bad.
I think anybody who has a bit of a brain will understand that he's not doing it just for charity's sake of some sort or for
but the
whatever you want to call
it. The funny thing is, you extracted Maduro, in a special military operation, similar to the wording around the invasion of Ukraine, which was supposed to be over in 3 days, while Putin is still there after 4 years, lost 1.2 million Russian soldiers, either neutralized or killed. And this guy, in like 2 hours, went in, took Maduro and left. And the funny thing is, there's a lot of Russian military personnel, generals and whatnot, and Cuban military personnel in Venezuela. None of them were able to react. That I got to give that to him. I mean, Trump was, swift, fast, clean, and done within a couple of hours. But it's for bad oil. There's like 3 or 4 companies in the world that can actually, refine this oil. It's Phillips 66, Valero. Those are 2 American companies. A couple of other companies. I think one is a European company. I forgot which one it is. I'm not a big oil fan, as you know. I'm in sustainability.
I know that until now, I've understood, I think it was only Chevron among the oil companies.
Yeah, Chevron is already
had a license.
Chevron is actually is there on the ground extracting, but the refinement of this product is in the hands of very few people, or very few companies, and it's very costly to refine. And it's like worse than.
Well, it's heavy crude, right? It's heavy crude.
Very heavy. It's almost tar. It's what people. It's like it's what companies use mostly for. I don't know, asphalt. I don't know. And the fact that Trump had I think 19 or 20 oil executives in the White House last week. Was it Friday or was it Thursday? Where
one of those.
Yeah, that he was talking about. How he wanted to hear how these companies were going to pour billions into Venezuela, and he got the harsh truth, which was, ExxonMobil CEO said Venezuela is uninvestable right now. There's got to be policy changes. It has to be. I mean, this guy's out of his mind. Now he's talking about Greenland. Greenland. Do you have any idea?
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves now. We're here.
No, but what I'm trying to
otherwise
say,
it ends up being very political.
No, I'm not about. I don't want to politicize this broadcast, but what I want to do is I want to shine some light on what would happen if Trump went into Greenland, a NATO country invading another NATO country. It would collapse the financial system. I mean, it would just.
That's a fair point. Yeah, you see, I've read a lot of discussions about from the political side. That it's not even in the NATO charter. What happens when one NATO country attacks another? We're talking about what would happen to the markets here. So when you're thinking is it would make them collapse.
When Trump went into Venezuela, the market didn't move, zero. It was just unaffected. Yeah. Maybe the oil price a little bit, which in the long run is going to actually go down because of the more availability of Venezuelan oil finally. But again, for low grade oil. But if this happens with Greenland, I mean, the prospects of a war between NATO allies is all that Putin wants. Right, and it's exactly what Trump would deliver to Putin. It's crazy what would happen to the financial markets. And that's my view. Yeah. But I'm seldomly wrong. But this is serious stuff, and
it is.
I just hope that this guy is refrained somehow by somebody, because sources tell me that he's already instructing his military people to come up with a plan, and that they're actually refusing. So who knows what? We'll hear more coming out. Leaks.
So he's getting pushback. So he's getting pushback from his military circles.
He is, but he has installed in his cabinets idiots for the most part who would do anything that he wants. Look at I call him P. Keg's breath because he's a drunk, but Pete Hegseth, this guy would do anything for Trump. I mean, I don't know what would happen if there'd be a mass resignation of generals and say, screw you, we're not dealing with this stuff. We don't want to be part of something that it's illegal that's going to come and bite us in the future. I don't know. This is just something to watch, because if it happens, like I said, financial markets are going to have a very hard time.
Yeah, I mean, and it's something that has never really, we've never really been this close to two NATO countries potentially clashing that
Look,
way.
Denmark has played it very, very diplomatically.
Of
Rubio
course.
is going there Monday, tomorrow, is it, or was he there? But he's going to go there. Or was there? Or he was just there to discuss Greenland. Why is Denmark even considering having a conversation about Greenland? And besides, the Danish have always told the United States, they had military bases there before. They
Yeah.
dismantled them. They have like one installation, radar installation that it's no longer working. I don't think it left there. But they can build whatever they want in Greenland. I mean, yet, the Trump
As it
administration
happens
needs to
between NATO allies, right? I mean, it's yeah,
create this
supposedly
friction.
NATO allies.
It's a bit crazy to create this friction like this.
Yeah.
And putting everybody on toes,
No,
especially
even just
market
purely,
operators like me.
even just purely from a market perspective, regardless of how you think about it, I mean, it is likely or potentially likely to cause a bit of instability on the markets.
A bit. I think it's going to be a really, really a, a black swan event that we've never seen. I mean, I could compare it to maybe a 9/11 or something like that. I mean, what I don't know what the end result of something like that would be, but it's certainly not a positive one, and it's definitely
Yeah.
on the catastrophic side for for the financial markets. That's that full stop. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Okay, well, as we wrap up,
Stock of the
do
week.
you want to talk a little bit more about the stock of the week?
Yes, Applied Digital, APLD is the ticker. Again, whatever I discuss here in terms of stocks, these are not investment recommendations. Always talk to your financial advisor to see if my stock is right for you. so,
Yeah.
so Applied Digital is a hyperscaler data center builder, initially helping the crypto world. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, mining farms, and now they've been focusing on AI, and they reported better than expected earnings better than expected loss last week, so a lower loss than expected because they're not profitable yet, but they're doing everything right. A stock was up about 18% on Friday. I'm
Wow.
glad I have it in a portfolio. I think I've recommended it to you too. I don't know if you still have it in your portfolio or not, but I do, and I'm keeping it. They're doing quite well. They're doing everything they're supposed to do to execute on their business plan. Again, stock was up
So
18%.
even though it's gone up 18%, would it still be a good moment for somebody to enter now?
Um, that's a good point. It's up 18%. I think it's going to go higher. If you're a long-term investor, buy some of it now. Hopefully it'll go up. And if it pulls back a little bit, it retraces a little because of course 18% a day, but it's over 25% in a week. But nevertheless, if it does pull back, you can buy a little more. That's my advice.
Yeah.
But then again,
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to construe this as a investment advice because this is not. This is just discussing my portfolio, the facts pertaining to the markets of last week, and you should always consult with a financial advisor regarding your situation.
Absolutely, absolutely. It cannot be overstated.
Absolutely.
Okay. Right then, Joe. So we had a bit of a break over the holidays, and now we're back. So I guess our audience can expect us to be back again
Every
on
Sunday.
a weekly basis every
Yeah.
Sunday.
Happy
Yeah.
New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year,
May
and
2026
we hope you
bring
enjoyed
whatever
this episode. And we cannot, we would like to remind you, as always, whether this is the first episode you watch or not, please make sure you comment, you like, you subscribe, and
It helps.
this
It
is
helps the
what makes
algorithm
a
very
difference
much.
to us.
It helps the algorithm very much.
Absolutely.
Very much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And have a
Okay.
great week.